From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play you this.
Okay.
So, a fan named Josie Cryan sent this to me, and she's a huge fan of the show and a huge fan of the podcast. And she wrote this. This is the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. Please listen to this. So I'm going to play you how Josie had been listening to our podcast, which is she was listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast at half speed.
Oh, no.
Which basically becomes super drunk Roz and Mocha.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let me play this for you.
Okay,
This
go,
is
go.
how Josie was listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. You ready?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe we didn't talk about this yesterday, but did you end up watching Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I did.
On Disney Plus?
I did. I enjoyed that 45 minutes more than I enjoyed 4 hours of Justice League.
Okay, thoughts so far.
Yo, this is the funniest thing ever. We legit sound drunk.
Oh, just wait.
Absolutely. I enjoy anything more than Justice League.
Come on. Keep playing it. Keep playing it.
I enjoy anything more than Justice League. Falls so far down on my list of things that I enjoy.
Oh, there's more.
No.
Oh, there's more.
Okay,
Yeah.
That new cap's making me nervous, though.
Okay, so this was back when on Falcon and Winter Soldier when they introduced the new Captain America, and you started getting sketchy feelings about him.
That new cap's making me nervous, though.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert. Oh, God, here we go. You know that, I got yelled at on somebody DM me?
For what?
On Instagram to yell at me for spoiling Grey's Anatomy.
Again?
But they yelled at me for spoiling Grey's Anatomy because they heard it on the podcast.
Legit sound like two drunk idiots.
Right?
Trying to hold a conversation.
So we will say this now. If you are a fan of the Roz and Mocha Show podcast, because we're not going to go through and pull these, but if you guys want to at any point, if you find that there's a moment that you've heard in the podcast that sounds really great at half speed where we totally sound like we're hammered, just isolate it, record it, and either DM it to us or just throw it up on Twitter and tag us in it. And we will play as many of them as we possibly can because I will never...
Dude, I can't believe we didn't talk about this yesterday.
I will never not love this.
Dude, I can't believe we didn't talk about this yesterday. But did you end up watching Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I did.
You know, everyone's going to start listening to the podcast like that now, right?
Yes.
Every single person is going to start listening to the podcast like that. At Roz Weston, at Mocha Frapp on Twitter and Instagram as well.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Mocha and I both got the AstraZeneca shot on like the first day that you could get it in our age bracket. And same day, almost the exact same time of day. I got mine
it's
at
like an hour apart.
Yeah,
right?
I got mine at 1 o'clock. You got yours at
just after 2.
Just after 2.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us hold hands in the room though.
No, you were. I don't even know where you got yours. I just went to a Shoppers.
So did I.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I went to a Shoppers.
I called Shoppers and they had like the day that I called, they had like a bunch of
That's what I did too.
appointments open.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah. So
They make you wait the 15 minutes after?
yeah, I put my alarm on my phone and they're like walk around the store for 15 minutes and I was like, okay, cool. So I walked around.
Oh, I just sat in a chair.
I bought a water and 2 things of deodorant and then did self-checkout and then went back. But I got the shot. Did you take the picture? Did you take the Velfie?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I did too because I thought that maybe I might need proof. Right? Not realizing that they give you paperwork at the end of it. I didn't actually need to take the picture.
The only reason why I took it was so I could send it to you.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah.
you're like, yo, me too.
Yeah. So I had my camera out and I flex up a little bit and then she taps my shoulder and she's like, relax. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Stop showing off.
Also, I was like, thanks for noticing. Okay. So, but anyway, so the important part of the conversation that I want to have with you right now are the 2 very different experiences that you and I had. We both went to a Shoppers. We got the exact same shot at almost the exact same time of day on the exact same day. Mm-hmm. And nobody tells you anything about side effects because at this point when I got it, there were very few people in our age group that had actually got the AstraZeneca vaccine. And so there wasn't a lot of information out. And so what was your experience? Did you suffer or feel any side effects whatsoever?
Zero.
Yeah.
The only thing is that where the shot was on my right arm.
Yes.
Like it's just a little bit tender.
Yeah.
But that is it.
And how does that arm feel today?
It feels fine. Like it
feels fine.
It felt a little worse yesterday.
Yeah.
But today feels better than yesterday.
But so you went to bed, everything regular same time?
The only other thing was on the day that I got the vaccine.
Yes.
Is that I felt really tired, but I'm always tired.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it could have just been more exhaustion.
Right.
From the day. So I don't know if that was because of the vaccine or not. I was just like extra tired.
And then
so I ended up going to bed like an hour before I normally do. But I had a great sleep and I came in here.
And then you came in here and did the show.
Yeah.
So my experience was, by the way, my shoulder right now, this side of my hair is still wet because my arm is so sore I couldn't hold the hair dryer this morning.
Your left arm, really?
Where the shot went. My hole feels like I got the shot and then she took her fingers and opened it up and stuck a dry toilet brush in there. And then and scraped it around and then pulled it out.
On.
That's what my shoulder feels like
there
right
any
now.
bruising?
No bruising, but it is so incredibly sore. So I got the shot at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I started going downhill about 10.
Really?
12 hours later at 1 a.m., I woke up with the worst headache I've had in years.
Yeah.
I had a fever. I sweat through the bed so much I thought the cat peed on me.
Oh, my God.
Okay?
Yeah.
It felt like that the only way to describe the feeling is imagine like an absolutely brutal hangover mixed with the flu. Like that feeling, like when you start to get that feeling, when you start to get like that sick feeling where you're like, this is going to mess up the next 5 days of my week.
Yeah.
It was that bad.
Wow.
And I go into the living room, into the kitchen, and I start looking around for the thermometer. I can't find the thermometer anywhere. So the only thing I have is the beef thermometer.
No.
Right? Yeah.
Don't tell me you.
Yeah. So I'm
Did you jab
sitting.
yourself with the beef thermometer?
I'm sitting on the couch with the beef thermometer in my mouth.
No. In your mouth?
In my
My
mouth.
God. I'm so
Okay.
glad you said in your mouth.
Okay, yeah. I'm sitting on the couch with the beef thermometer in my mouth, sweating everywhere. I'm shaking.
Yeah.
I have like just the absolute chills. This is 1 o'clock. I had only been in bed for 2 hours at this point.
Fully clothed, or were you like completely naked?
I was underpants and a t-shirt, but the t-shirt was soaking wet.
Yeah.
Like soaking wet.
So beef thermometer in your mouth.
Yeah, so I take the t-shirt off and then I start freezing. And then I put a robe on and I lie down on the couch and I write you to say, hey, listen, I'm an absolute mess. I don't think I'm going to be able to drive today.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, cool, no problem, we'll take care of it. And then I pass out. Catherine comes up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm not in the bed. And so she thinks it's just time to get up because we don't have a clock in the room. She comes in the living room, sees me dead on the couch with a beef thermometer on the coffee table, and is like, what the actual hell is going on here? So she wakes me up. I can't even walk the stairs to get back to the bedroom.
My God.
right? I stop halfway, have to sit on the stair. No joke. I get halfway, I got to sit on the stairs to like get my bearings about me again, and then go back down to bed. And I was in bed from, that was, I guess, 4 a.m. until close to 11 a.m.
Wow.
And I only started feeling better at about 2 yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
By last night, I had dinner. By bedtime, I felt fine. The only thing that's still around is I'm sweating like crazy.
Really?
I'm still sweating like crazy.
See, and the only thing I felt, like when I woke up one day after, or like, 13 hours after getting the shot, was I felt thirsty.
Yeah. Now, here's my thing. I'm so happy I got the shot. And I don't want to say any of this to turn people off or to scare people, okay? But I will say that if you do get side effects, it's going to last 24 hours, so book off your next day if you need to preemptively. Or you could wind up like Mocha and have absolutely zero side effects.
Yeah.
And it all depends.
The only reason why my arm is a little bit tender is because of the bicep curls.
Right. Oh, is that what it is? Is because you had worked out too much?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's, no pain, no gain. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So that's it then, right?
Yeah, that's for me at least.
And
but I feel great.
Right. And my mouth is sore because I kept jamming a beef thermometer into it all morning.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to find out if Maury's still mad at me. Maury, come in here for a second.
Why is he mad at you now?
So, no, I don't think he's mad at me now, but I think he was mad at me last week. Like really mad at me last week.
Again?
So I was so sick from that COVID vaccine. I don't mean to keep harping on this or being so dramatic, but I was so sick from that COVID vaccine, right? And at some point while I was in a fever sleep, sweating through the couch, Maury sent food to the house because he's done that before. And I wish he wouldn't. Although I appreciate the gesture, I just wish he wouldn't, because then in my delirium, I have to try now remember to thank Maury. Right. And that just puts something else on my plate.
Just trying to be nice.
Okay. So
That's very nice.
So one of the things was like a, I don't know, like a chicken soup thing that was so full of turmeric, it dyed my mouth yellow. It looked like I'd been eating Minions all day. Okay. So the other thing, we have said a number of times on this show, I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've talked about the foods that disgust me, the things that I hate.
Oh.
There's three specifics. There's the big three are what, Mocha?
Bananas.
Yep.
Pickles.
Yep.
And mushrooms.
Correct. So imagine this. I am in the worst shape that I've ever been in my life. I'm so sick, not to be dramatic, but I'm so sick.
Yeah.
Okay. And Maury sends to the house mushroom broth and banana bread.
Oh, no.
When I'm at my worst.
Yeah.
When I'm at my worst. I've never felt this bad before.
That's like kicking you in while you're down, basically.
Maury sends me mushroom broth and banana bread.
Oh, come on, man.
No, but if you drink it as a broth, maybe it's not mushroomy.
It's mushroom soup.
It's literally a bowl of like pureed mushroom.
Yeah.
And you wanted me to sop it up with banana bread. Okay.
Yo, I like all those things separately. I wouldn't mix them though.
I didn't know what I had done. I was so like confused.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm so sick right now, but also did I somehow piss him off? Like, what's it? I didn't know what I did.
Like he's sending you a message to say how much he hates you.
Thank you.
No, but I know you don't like bananas, but I didn't know you didn't like them in the form of bread.
It's banana bread.
Yeah, big time.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's
like, hey, I know you're sick. Also,
yes,
this is how much I hate you.
Thank you. Like this is how much I thought Maury was mad at me. Right? Honestly, I opened the top because I didn't know what it was. I opened the top of the mushroom broth. Right? It smelled like Maury sent me a hot fart. Right? But like not a new one. Like one that like it was so awful. So were you mad at me?
No.
Why did I get that?
Because I was trying to make you healthy.
By?
Because like broth is great for you.
Right.
Bananas have potassium.
Right.
So I thought that in your sickened haze, you would just suck it up and eat it.
Right. But like when somebody is so sick at the point of where almost like they throw up, right?
Yeah.
Don't do something that puts them over the edge.
Yeah, big time.
Like, so where's the banana bread?
Everything went, man.
Went where?
In the trash.
You threw it out?
Now
I'm mad at you.
I threw it out. I couldn't have it in the house. The broth, I would walk through the kitchen and I had to hold my breath because everything.
And nobody else in the house wanted it?
Who am I going to put?
Oh, yeah. Nobody wants your fart soup.
Okay, right? Then I all of a sudden look like I'm mad at people when I start offering my kid mushroom broth and banana bread. I suddenly become the worst father. So anyway, then I start getting texts. Hope you enjoyed the package, right? And now I have to get myself off the couch and think of something nice to say.
While you're sick.
While I'm sick, I now have to thank Maury for something that almost made me throw up in my kitchen that is now in the garbage. But I can't tell him that because then he's going to be upset.
Why didn't you just do what everybody else did and leave the guy alone? Wish him well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get some rest.
Out.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Jazz.
Hi.
Hi, what's going on? It's Roz and Mocha. How you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
Good. So Jazz originally from Canada, Roz, and is living in the UK now. What are you studying right now?
I'm in law school.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been there?
I've been here for 4 years, but I managed to come home for the last lockdown, and then I've been here for the past 5 months.
Oh, damn. All right. So Jazz reached out because it's her mom's birthday, and her mom is a huge fan of the Roz and Mocha Show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's a massive fan. We've been listening as a family for literally over 10 years.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. And I understand, too, that on long car rides, you and your family would play your own versions of Morioki or 5 and 7.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. How'd you do at 5 and 7? Get a curiosity.
I'm quite horrible at it, to be honest. There's some categories that were better, but often we find it really hard to get them, especially we try the versions on the show that you guys do, and we're always really bad at them.
Right, yeah. Catherine and I have tried to play it a couple of times with some other people that have been at the house, and it just erupts into a giant fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Catherine, she's just like, that counts. And I'm like, it doesn't, that counts. I'm like, I can't deal with that. You need everything here.
All right, Jazz, so I have your mom's phone number. She's going to answer, though, right?
Yeah.
And how do you say?
Yeah. I have my dad on standby.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Is it her name's Bip? B-I-P?
Yeah, Bip.
Okay.
Well, her name's Bipasha, but I wasn't sure if that's hard to pronounce.
Bipasha? Oh, I can say that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Bipasha. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Jad, don't say anything, okay?
Okay. Hello.
Hi, is this Bipasha?
Yes.
Hi, it's Roz and Mocha. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, obviously, you were expecting a phone call because you answered rather quickly.
The girls, my daughter said, just be ready for a phone call or something. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, so you thought it was from them. You thought that they were going to call you, not Roz and Mocha.
No, I have to, when I saw the no caller ID, I thought, that's a little strange. But no, I was expecting my daughters to call.
Oh, okay. Are you disappointed that they didn't call, or you're happier that we called?
No.
Is it better to get a call from us than from one of your daughters?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no.
All the time.
So where are your kids right now?
One's in England and one's in Hamilton. They're both at school.
Okay, and the one in England, when was the last time you saw her?
At Christmas.
When is the next time you're going to get to see her?
I hope this summer.
Oh, okay. You must be missing her, though, huh?
Yes. Well, we FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you say hi to your daughter, Jazz? She's on the phone with us right now.
Hi, Dad. Happy birthday. Thank you. Oh, my God. This is so amazing. I was actually listening to you guys, and you wished someone else a happy birthday, and I thought, oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing this for months. I had it booked in my calendar to try and prep this.
Oh my God, this is such an awesome birthday present. I have to say, I have been listening
to you guys for over a decade. Like the kids, the girls were in elementary school, then through high school, and now they're in university. Like I love these guys. Know I talk about you all the time. This is what I heard on Roz and Mocha. So I think you guys are awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. Your support means the entire world to us, and it's like people like you and your family that help the Roz and Mocha show get to where we are right now, and for the longevity, because we're going into year 12 now of the Roz and Mocha show, and it's for people like you, the support that you've given over the past 12 years that have really helped us grow.
You guys make it easy. Honestly, you make it easy. I love listening to you guys. I literally had to pull over because I've been laughing so hard at times when I used to drive. So thank you.
Your kids say that you guys play 5 and 7 in the car, and that you are you're the worst at it. You suck.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. They didn't really say that.
No, we do play that game. We're all horrible at it.
Oh. Maury's never felt so seen before.
Well, Bapasha, listen, we can't thank you enough for listening, and we just wanted to send you so much love and to also wish you the biggest happy birthday ever.
Oh, thank you so much. And Jasmine, thank you so much for planning this. This is such an amazing birthday. And Brianna,
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Since we have both of you on the phone, we'll start with you, Bip, birthday girl. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
I was hoping you to ask, actually. Roz, you are my favorite from the beginning.
Oh,
you are
wow.
My favorite.
I appreciate that. Thank you, love.
And Jas, out in England, you are next. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Mocha's my favorite because I feel like he connects with us younger people a bit more.
Yeah, I'm a Gen Z fan. What up?
You're the worst. You're the worst. And what do you say? Your medical school?
Law school.
Sorry, law school. Yeah. I don't know how that happened.
Smart girl. All right, you guys have a wicked day. Bapasha, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So, what'd you think of the Oscars? You're shaking your head.
One, I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
What do you mean? You didn't like it?
How the Oscars had the longest time to prepare than all the award shows did to do a COVID show.
Mm-hmm.
And their big idea seemed to be no fun, with the exception of actually fun people who made it fun. But the plan was to not have fun. Not that it needs to be fun, but it should be fun.
Just straight business.
The fact that they played no clips of anything was weird.
Very weird.
I always enjoy the Academy Awards. There's always movies that you discover during the Academy Awards from a clip, from like a performance of an actor that you dig that you didn't even know they did a movie that year. They made a Pinocchio movie. 40 movies are released this year.
Dog, how did we miss Pinocchio?
Right? Like 40 movies came out this year, total. One of which was a live-action Pinocchio that nobody knew about. And they didn't show any clip. Have you seen the pictures of it?
No.
It looks creepy.
Really?
Yes. And had they...
was it like an international film or
I
like
don't know
American?
I don't know what it was.
Like anybody that we would know?
Bro.
Hold on.
So you do a live-action Pinocchio and you keep talking about the Pinocchio and you don't show any of the Pinocchio. It's weird. And when they do the categories, like I love when they show the categories of...
Oh, yeah. Yo, this is hella weird.
Thank you.
Yo, this kid.
How do you not show that on television? Okay?
No.
Yeah, bro. So...
They made this?
And even when they do the wardrobe categories, right? Which the Academy Awards, you sort of sometimes sit through those categories because you want to get to the big stars. I get it.
Sure.
But I always love what they do where they show what they've created. They show the sketches and how it evolved and into the film, and they do things moving. They were giving wardrobe, hair, and makeup categories for awards, and they showed nothing.
I know.
You saw nothing. This was I've never seen an Academy Awards show before that looked like it cared less about film. It was wild to me.
It was a long show, but they sped through it.
Oh, God.
If that makes sense.
And
I mean, here's the thing, though. I didn't mind minus all of that. I didn't mind. Because remember they were saying that they were going to film it or shoot it in a certain way to make it look like a movie or like a TV show, anything like dramatic.
Right.
That stuff I didn't mind. I didn't mind that it wasn't in a theater like full of people. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I didn't mind that.
But even Hollywood is just so whack. And everybody now, like the idea, like we are living in one of the most locked down cities in North America, right? And we can't go to a dollar store and buy a spatula, but on my way home I'm going to drive by 3 movie sets, right? And so people kind of have a bad taste in their mouth about production. So play clip 2 of Regina King's opening monologue where she's talking about the COVID protocols, and this is why people think Hollywood is ridiculous.
I am very proud and excited to be here. And yes, we are doing it maskless. Yes. You are probably asking, how are they able to do that? Well, think of this as a movie set. An Oscars movie with a cast of over 200 nominees. People have been vaxxed, tested, retested, socially distanced, and we are following all of the rigorous protocols that got us back to work safely. So, just like on a movie set, when we're rolling, masks off. And when we're not rolling, masks on. All right? That's how we do it.
That's not how masks work.
God.
Right?
Bro, you need to direct that energy to them.
I know, but that's not how masks work. You don't get to do when the cameras are on, masks off, everybody.
Yeah, it's free
okay,
time.
we're following all the protocols. When the cameras are off, masks on. That's literally the exact opposite of how masks work.
Because droplets care about
right?
About when the cameras are rolling versus not.
But they really screwed up the show. First of all, they gave away Best Picture like way early, which was weird.
That's supposed to happen at the very end.
I've never seen a production, especially an awards production, misjudge their voters more than we saw last night at the Academy Awards. The producers were convinced that they were going to end the show by giving Chadwick Boseman an Academy Award. That's why it was last. And you were going to get some sort of speech, tribute, everything else. And that didn't happen. And Anthony Hopkins wasn't there. So the show just ended.
Which is super weird.
They 100% thought and worked the show, designed the show to end on a tribute to Chadwick Boseman.
So they don't even know the results,
And it didn't happen. No, they don't.
But for something like this, I think, at least,
Anthony Hopkins,
somebody should have known.
Anthony Hopkins was sleeping. He did his acceptance speech this morning.
I know.
Good morning. Here I am in my homeland in Wales, and at 83 years of age, I did not expect to get this award. I really didn't, and very grateful to the Academy, and thank you. And I want to pay tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who's taken from us far too early. And again, thank you all very much.
Gone.
Really did not expect this.
I just woke up.
So I feel very privileged and honored. Thank you.
And I'm going back to bed.
Also, I think he's now the oldest person to ever win an Academy Award. I know he's the oldest actor to ever win an Academy Award. But is it an upset? Is it an upset, though, when you lose to Anthony Hopkins? Because I know a lot of people are saying it's an upset that Chadwick didn't win. If he lost to Riz Ahmed, I would say that that's an upset.
Sure.
But can you ever call it an upset when you lose to Anthony Hopkins?
Legend.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
think anyone's going to be real mad.
Yeah, but even
disappointed,
still,
yes.
But upset. I don't know if you can call it an upset.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Saturday was gorgeous outside, and then yesterday was a little bit windy.
Right. Yesterday was very windy. I was on the like, I don't know where I was. I was on the highway.
Yeah.
And I spent most of my time driving. It was very unsafe. Looking through my rearview mirror to make sure that, like, because I have one of those trucks where you have like the cover on the back kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that it was going to blow off.
Yeah.
And just fly in like.
Did you have it tied down?
Wizard of Oz style. Yeah, it's all buckled in and stuff like that.
So you're
but
fine.
Are you though? It was very windy yesterday. Yeah.
Was it the kind of wind where your truck was like
yes,
swaying? Oh, okay, yeah,
yes.
that's dangerous.
This is also going to sound terrible, but I was driving yesterday with two hands on the wheel.
I mean, technically,
which feels weird, by the way.
It does, but technically, we're supposed to be driving with both hands on the wheel.
I know we're supposed to,
right?
But who does?
Nobody.
Nobody, right?
No, you.
Anybody?
You
Nobody.
do that move. You do that. You do that
nobody.
move when you get scared. Right?
Yes.
Like if it's raining and like you start hydroplaning, like you drive through a puddle or whatever,
bro.
and you feel the car almost lift off the ground.
Yes.
You grab both hands on the wheel.
Not me.
Right?
Both my hands come off the wheel and I go, ah! And I was at full 10 and 2 yesterday because of the wind.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have never, my driving test was when I did 10 and 2 the last time.
Yeah.
Because normally if I have two hands on the wheel, I'm noon and 5.
Okay.
Right? That's how I normally do it, like this.
Okay.
Right?
That's how you normally drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I have two hands on the wheel, it's noon and 5.
And you grip it with your index
Because the way that
and middle?
the way that my steering wheel, it has like the thing, like where the column is, like where it holds the thing together, and I hook two fingers over like the claw it, and then I'm like this. So I drive like I drive like this. Yeah. So normally I'm noon and 5, right?
It's like you're trying to open a bank vault.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm driving a boat, right? That's how that's how I normally like to drive.
Captain.
Yeah, and then my balance is always weird too, because when I drive, my legs are so long that I drive. What do you do with your left leg when you drive?
What do you mean?
What do you do with it?
It's just there.
Like
Just
where?
chill. Like on the side, like on the left side.
But is your knee bent or is your leg straight?
It depends. Sometimes it's straight.
Yeah.
Sometimes depending on how long the drive is, sometimes I bend it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my knee is always up.
Oh, really?
Right. Yeah. It's up as high as I can get it. Sometimes I'll rest it.
Where, on the seat?
Like on the thing underneath, like the little ledge where your hood opener and stuff is. Is it called a hood opener? What do you call that thing?
Like you're chilling?
Yeah, like I'm chilling, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like I'm very relaxed when I drive. But yesterday I was all business, man. I was like, my foot was down, my leg was straight. I started regretting the fact that I was wearing flip-flops. Thought I was gonna blow off the road, man. Thought I was gonna blow off the road. And then I remembered my training.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
So ever since Michael B. Jordan
guy
started dating Lori Harvey, and they're all public and all this other stuff now. The question was, wouldn't it be cool if Michael B. Jordan was on Family Feud? Because Lori Harvey, her stepdad, Steve Harvey, host of Family Feud.
And Steve Harvey said he likes Michael B.
Absolutely.
He's gone on record being like, I've tried to find ways or things about this guy to not like.
Right.
But it's impossible.
Exactly. So Michael B. Jordan was on E.T. Canada yesterday and was asked about his thoughts on possibly appearing on Family Feud.
Would you ever do Celebrity Family Feud with your family?
I think family is everything. If anybody knows me, they know like they're my motivation for everything. They keep me grounded and they push me for everything. And Celebrity Family Feud, that'll be awesome. That'll be pretty cool actually to do something like that. It's one of those shows that you always kind of want to go on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Jeopardy or I don't know what else. Wipeout. Wipeout's definitely one of them.
Do you think you would do good at that at Celebrity Family Feud, or will you like freeze up?
I think I'll be pretty good. I'm pretty good at those type of like questions and competition. I think I'll be all right in that.
So that's the question. Do you watch Family Feud? You ever watch Family Feud? Did you ever go through that? Ron Maury, come in here for a second. Bring your buzzer. Because Family Feud questions are different than because he brought up Jeopardy. The Family Feud and Jeopardy, two very different shows.
Yeah.
They trigger different parts of the brain when you're asked those questions.
I would fail at Jeopardy.
Okay.
I do very well on Family Feud at home on the couch.
Okay, so Mocha, do you have your buzzer? Maury? Okay, so Mocha's is the lower buzzer, Maury's is the higher buzzer.
Yeah, the one that sounds like a winner
Yeah.
is mine.
That's Mocha?
This sounds like second place.
Okay. So here I'll blow through some Family Feud questions for you, okay? You guys buzz in. Try and get as close to the number one answer for me as you can. Okay. We asked 100 women, if a man is ugly, he'd better have a beautiful what? Maury.
Car.
Car is 9 people said car. Mocha, what's your answer?
Bank account.
Oh, bank account, 14 people. Number 1 answer, gentlemen, was personality.
Oh,
house.
Personality. House was below car, Maury. Below car. It went personality, smile/mouth. Oof.
I was actually going to say smile.
Heart, a beautiful heart, a beautiful bank account, a beautiful car, a beautiful house, a beautiful wife.
But.
What?
And a beautiful body. Yes.
Okay.
Or man can, as they called it.
I've never heard that.
On Family Feud. We asked 100 married women, name something your husband had better not be
Sorry, that was a mistake. Had better not be.
We asked 100 married women, name something your husband better not be holding when he comes home from work. Maury.
A gun.
What?
No.
Oh.
No. Mocha. I thought you said you were good at this.
Okay, I got another one.
What?
Another woman's hands.
Yes, that was the number 1 answer, but it doesn't count, Maury, because you said a gun. Mocha for the steal.
Another woman.
Correct. On the list, another woman. The remote.
The remote.
Yeah. His suitcase. A pink slip. I don't know.
Oh wow.
And then
No sympathy at all.
And then
your husband just got fired. You have no sympathy.
And then a dude was the last one on the list.
Oh wow.
We asked 100 people, and this is what the most popular answers were.
Okay.
Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see pictures of your what? Mocha.
Body parts, like private parts.
Body/hairy butt. Number 1 answer, Mocha. 65 people. Maury, what were you going to say?
Like penis.
Okay. What else were you going to say? Don't say it in a different language now.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
I always rely on you when it comes to the quality of a song or sing. You know way more about music than I do. You got way better taste than I do.
Oh, thanks.
People who decide to do their own commercials are always some of my favorite commercials.
Oh, same.
And one of the greatest commercials of all time was the back to school specials from East Hills Mall, where they had the individuals who actually work at East Hills Mall sing on the commercial for East Hills Mall.
East Hills for back to school. Denim haircut. Backpacks, come get your backpack.
Boots and pants and boots and pants.
New shoes.
Get yourself an outfit.
Denim
Boots and pants and boots and pants.
haircut. New shoes. So get yourself back to school with East Hills.
Yes.
Haircut.
By the way, if you ever want to visit East Hills Malls, it's in Missouri.
Thank you. So there's a new one that I want to get your opinion on. This one comes from Auckland, New Zealand.
Okay.
And it was a real estate agent named Lin Yi. And she had a house to sell, and she decided to do a video for it.
It's time to move. Developers, what you trying to do?
Oh my God.
24/7 agents everywhere.
Wow.
This house is gonna be sold. Look out. Knock, it's open home time. Open home time. I guess I'll see you then.
Okay.
You don't know. But good and don't miss the show. I put the directionals up with the name of the top, with the open home times and moves. Don't call around on drive over town. No need to get confused. Oh, shh.
Ooh.
My name is Lin Yi, and I'm always on the grind. But this is 9 Maury Lang, and it's one of a kind. But
How did she do?
Why you mad? Get your finance, get your bid on time. But
Let me just hear this next part.
home buyers, it's time to move.
Okay. You know what?
You okay with this one?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yes. I like the creativity. And I know real estate agents are always trying to find a way to stand out.
Oh, God.
Right?
I know.
They're always trying to find a way to be unique because there are so many of them out there. There's so many homes that need to be sold.
Yeah.
And you want to get your product in the faces of everyone, and this is the way to do it. I like it.
Yeah. I think I recently saw a billboard or saw it on social media where some guy's advertising himself as your girl's real estate agent.
Oh, no. I would not buy from that guy at all.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Rachel Bilson gave an update onto her feud with Rami Malek. So do you remember when Rachel Bilson was on Dax Shepard's podcast? And she was talking about how she went to high school with Rami Malek, and they were both like theater nerds. And there was a class trip to, I believe, New York City, and they took this old picture together. And then the week or in the weeks leading up to the Academy Awards, when Rami Malek was nominated for Bohemian Rhapsody, she posted it and didn't really think anything of it. And then everything just sort of went to hell. So here's the original clip of Rachel Bilson. Do you have the original one? Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The original clip of Rachel Bilson talking to Dax Shepard about how it all went to hell.
Rami was a good friend of mine. Like we were all.
He was?
Yeah, we were the same crew. We did the Crucible together senior year. We were the leads in it together. Like all these things, right? We kind of kept in contact a little bit. So obviously he gets super famous. And I had posted a throwback of us from our senior trip to New York Broadway. We're super like nerdy, like the dorkiest picture of both of us. But I throw it up because it's funny. And I think it's so important to be able to make fun of yourself. And he had like a gold chain. And I'm like, Rami, where'd you get the gold chain? Whatever. I don't usually check my DMs on my Instagram. You know, and like maybe a week goes by and I actually look and I have a message from Rami. But it wasn't like, hey, how are you? Blah, 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 blah. It was like straight to, I would really appreciate if you take that down. I'm a really private person. And I was like, okay. Because he was like a good friend of mine and it's a funny picture. And I guess he didn't like the picture of himself. And I'm friends with his stylist. And she was like, well, it's not a great picture of him. And I was like, okay, like I'm sorry.
From high school?
We were 16.
Oh, no.
So she took the picture down and then never heard from him.
At all.
Right? Like,
and just what? Figured
and
he
she
was
wrote
pissed,
him,
right?
she wrote him back and like never heard anything. So
did he leave her on read?
I don't know.
Or
but
unseen?
But so yesterday she was on another podcast called Lady Gang and offered this update.
Can we discuss the Rami Malek? And
No. We can talk about it because Rami and I actually have talked since that came out.
Okay.
Oh,
He connected with me, and we're all good. Like he, was so sweet, and we're totally fine now. And we talked about it, and we're good. And yeah.
Good.
I was so mortified though. Like I was having a panic attack. I had to go to therapy that day, and I was like, I am having anxiety. Like I did not want this to resurface in this way. I feel so bad. Oh my God, Rami's going to think I'm doing this again and everything. But it actually turned out to be a good thing for a reason. So we were able to reconnect and make it better, and everything's great.
So they're friends again.
I guess this was a long drama between the two of them.
Over a photo, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, if you remember the photo, it was like Rachel looked great in it.
Sure.
Right? But Rami was younger. And he had like a oversized sort of, leather jacket on.
He just looked goofy?
And I believe like a white sweater with a gold chain on the outside of the sweater.
Oh, Rami.
Right, his hair. You know what I mean? Like, it just, if you weren't comfortable with yourself then.
Sure.
And you are, now an actor, you did Mr. Robot, you're now nominated for an Academy Award, you're feeling good about yourself. And then somebody that you had a great relationship with just goes ahead and roasts you, because she did say that she was like, nice gold chain, right? Like not only just post a cute throwback, but also roast you a little bit. Like I
So it
get
sounds
that.
like they went back and forth in the DMs, or maybe picked up the phone and called and had an actual conversation.
I don't know, but it reminds me every now and then when you see those pictures on, you don't see them so much anymore, but when people really started using Facetune on Instagram, you'd see it all the time, which is somebody would take a picture with their friends and they would Facetune themselves but not their friends.
Yeah.
And your friends wind up looking like ghouls. Because you only care about how you look.
And you're like,
right?
WTF.
Yeah. And then
make me look nice.
Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello?
Monica, happy birthday. It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi. Oh my God. I totally knew this was going to happen.
Oh, really now?
How did you know?
Everyone is the worst. Everyone was being so suspicious, and I was so hoping that you would call.
What do you mean, everyone? Who's everyone?
My friend Sarah and my mom. And I was like,
Why? What were they doing that was so suspicious? And we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
When people reach out to us to give like a surprise birthday call, they will act weird around you or tell you to make sure that your phone is on or like the volume's turned all the way up, right?
My mom came down this morning and was like, you need to like be awake basically. And I was like,
oh,
okay.
God.
And my friends are all like, are you working today? And I was like, no. And they're like, oh, good. And what time are you getting breakfast? Like, literally, like, the worst. And I was like,
what time are you brushing your teeth? What time are you to get dressed?
That is so bad.
Let me read to you the text that we got from your friend Sarah, Monica.
Okay.
It says, it's my best friend's 29th birthday. She has had a really rough almost 2 years. She battled and survived stage 3 breast cancer.
Wow.
She is a huge fan of the show, and we talk about the podcast daily. I think it would really make her year if you guys were able to call her to wish her a happy birthday.
When did you start the fight with breast cancer?
2 years ago.
Oh, my God, honey.
Yep.
And when your friend says that you fought and won, what was the process? What did you go through?
So basically I got like 3 months of chemo first. And then I had a double mastectomy. I've had radiation, and then I had to go through like 11 months more of chemo because I still had some cancer left after my surgery. So now I'm still, like kind of going through stuff. I'm waiting for surgery. A lot of stuff's been canceled with COVID. So, I'm just waiting to get reconstructive surgery, but it's been really rough, and she's been great and there for me through everything.
Yeah, it sounds like you have an amazing support system around you.
Yeah, and you guys too. Like, I always listen to you guys, and you make me so happy, and you've gotten me through a lot of chemo appointments and stuff.
You are so incredible.
Thank you.
You are. And I know that when you are in the middle of it and you're just fighting like hell and you don't want to be an example to anybody, you don't want to be the thing that anybody looks to for strength because it's really the last thing you got at that point. But just listening to you and the age that you are and what you've been through and how you keep going is so just bloody inspiring. And you're wonderful. And we can't thank you enough. I mean, you don't even have to say one thing about us or the show. It's, you're the reason. You're the reason for all of it. It's people like you, and it's your spirit, and it's your strength, and it's your power, and you are the one that inspires us.
You guys are just so good at getting people's minds off, crappy stuff going on in their lives. And I really appreciate it.
No,
girl, you're making me tear up right now. I can't even say anything.
We know you're gonna be great.
Monica, happy birthday!
Thank you.
We're sending you so much love right now.
Love you guys.
Even with tears in your eyes, I'm going to ask you between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Oh my God, I knew you were going to ask. I've actually thought about this a lot and get so annoyed how everyone always says the same thing, but I have to go with Roz.
What do you mean you have to go? What does that mean? You have to go?
No, not because of like choosing, but I just mean everyone's always like, oh, Mocha's laugh or oh, Roz's advice, but literally it's so hard to be like choose something else. But I am going with Roz just because you're just so funny, and I was listening to you do mouse charades the other day, and I just couldn't handle it. It's so funny.
Wait a second here. Okay, so I'm like I'm terrible at mouse charades. Like I just hold on a second here. I just called you an inspiration, and your reply to me is to call me a loser.
Yo,
but like a funny loser?
Yeah.
Monica, 45 seconds ago, I was starting to well up just talking to you, and now I'm welling up even more because of how funny this is. This conversation ended up being.
Stop it.
Oh my god.
You know, there is a point. There's a point of where every conversation should end. and we always manage to pass that point.
It's your fault for asking. I feel like you just walk into the trap here.
Monica, happy birthday. We love you so much. And thank you for all your support.
Love you guys. Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Tomorrow's going to be nice. 12 degrees. Mainly cloudy, though. Creeping back up there. Yo, they said Windsor could reach like 30 degrees tomorrow. So if you're...
That's wild.
Road trip.
To Windsor? No, thank you. I mean, yeah. I always get in trouble. My reaction to any place that is not exactly where I am right now is the same, where I'm like, ugh. The thought of going anywhere drives me nuts.
You just
It always has. COVID has been the greatest year of my life because
Yeah.
I haven't had to go anywhere. Nowhere.
Lockdown, you're like, been living this life forever.
But more importantly, I haven't had to say no to go anywhere. Like I haven't had that guilt or the feelings of obligations that I'm letting somebody down or anything like that. Like the fact that I've had a year free of trying to make excuse after excuse to just not leave.
But don't people like already know that you don't want to go anywhere?
No.
Like they don't, like people must know by now.
But even
like people who are going to invite you, right? They should know that you prefer solitude. So why even, is it like a politeness thing? You think? Like I'll be polite and invite him knowing he's going to say no?
I'm not talking about strangers. I'm talking about Catherine.
Oh!
Because it's usually around. I love her, but it's usually around this time of year that she starts thinking summer day trips.
Of
right?
course, yeah.
And I'm like,
because you're looking forward to it. Everyone, like, we're all coming out of the winter slump, right?
Yeah. Where she just wants to do things, and I get it. She's human. She wants to have experiences and go and see things and enjoy life and have fun.
Because why not?
And bond and be a family and
YOLO.
all of this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but why can't we do that right here?
Because you do that right there every day.
And
anyway.
we're good at it.
Yeah, no, I
Right?
know, but like
We're
she
good at
needs like a little bit of a mix.
I know. So anyway, I haven't had to make those excuses in a while, but I also haven't had to go and eat lunch in a lavender field either. Right? Now, I will say this though. I will say this. If Catherine was not in my life, I literally wouldn't go anywhere. But I will say that when she does drag me out of the house and she does plan these things, I always wind up enjoying myself.
Yeah.
She is so right about everything.
Of course
and
she
I
is.
always wind up enjoying myself. But the way there, I'm like, oh my God, I want to go home.
Are you like? But are you saying that out loud?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, did you see that Billie Eilish thing that she released?
No.
So
What happened?
it's like a teaser clip for a new track called Happier Than Ever. And in the world of teaser clips, because we talk about this all the time, I don't know when this trend started, but
Like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, maybe.
they release teaser clips, but the teaser clips generally aren't anything like what the actual song is going to sound like, right?
It's altered.
Which is like when you see a movie trailer and the cool parts in the movie trailer aren't even in the movie.
I know.
Right?
Rogue One.
Thank you. Suicide Squad.
Idiots.
Anyway, so you let me know because you can actually, it's not as bad as others have been where you can actually hear what she's saying.
Yeah.
But
And sometimes it's like a really stripped down version.
that's what this is. That's what this
really?
is. Yeah. Listen,
man.
this is Happier Than Ever.
I'm away from you. I'm happier than
Billie Eilish, why you got to do us
And
like
she's
that?
sitting in the chair. Remember she dyed her hair blonde?
Yeah.
And then everybody freaked out. And
She's still blonde?
Yeah. Well, in this is what it was for, I believe. Right? Because it's like fresh, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how you tell that. But yes, but it's her as a blonde finally. She's sitting in a chair and she kind of looks over her shoulder.
Yeah.
And as this is playing, and then I think
So at
she
least she
passes
kind of
out.
gives you hope by singing a little bit of the words, and then it just fades and
Yes.
gets muffled.
What
right?
does she say?
I'm away from you. I'm happier than ever.
Oh, this. When I'm away from you, I'm happier than ever.
Oh, wow.
When I'm away from you, I'm happier than ever.
Oh, damn. This is a straight up diss record.
Words hurt, Billy.
Yeah. I'm glad it's muffled. I don't want to know what else you got to say about me.
Yeah, when I'm away from you, I'm happier than ever.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Who's that about?
She goes, I thought the whole song was just more like nothing even specific that they did. They're just happy not being with them. You can't even explain it, she explained to her brother.
So when's the song come
Phineas.
out? Friday?
What's that?
It's got to come out on Friday.
I don't know.
right?
When does it come out?
Anytime these teasers happen early in the week, it always means like that Thursday night into Friday is when it drops, right?
So where did you find these lyrics, Maury? What?
You made them up? Oh, hold on.
What? But are they real? Yeah. From where? Lyrics.com? Yeah, okay. Okay.
I found them on the website called TheseLyricsAreReal.com.
Yeah, thanks, man. That's great.
When I'm away from you, I'm happier than ever.
I dig it, though. It's not going to sound like this, though, right?
No, absolutely not. Now, do you think that this is going to be...
This sounds like something that would have been in Dirty Dancing. You know
but
what I mean?
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be like a down tempo similar to what this teaser is? Or does it pick up and become a big up tempo kind of track like Bad Guy or Therefore I Am kind of mid to up tempo?
I have no idea, man. I can't base any opinions on these teasers anymore. I know. I really can't. But I do like this one. As far as the teasers go, I think this is one of the best. I like this one a lot.
When I'm away from you, I'm happier than ever.
All right, so we are getting new Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever, hopefully this week.
Hey.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Kathy. How you doing? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing great. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm pregnant. I'm looking for work, but no one's hiring.
Yeah, you wrote us. Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. You are 3 months pregnant. Not sure why no one wants to hire me because I'm pretty awesome, you say. I'm afraid that by the time I find work, I have about 5-6 months left until I pop, but I would have to hold on to the secret that I'm pregnant until after my 3 months probation. I'll probably be showing by then. Help. This is tough.
So are you asking how to get a job while pregnant or just how to get a job in general?
In
because you
secret.
say no one is hiring right now. So are you applying?
Well, I'm kind of scared, like, once I get a job, I'll have that 3 month probation, and once that probation's up, I'll have 3 months to work, and then I'll have to tell them because I can't just tell them I'm fat for like 6 months.
Well, and obviously you're going to have to take time off, right? Like,
Well, yeah, and that.
I mean,
Now, is this a job, or I guess you don't have something in mind yet? Like, are these places that you are thinking of applying to going to require you to work from home? Like, is that an option, or are you going to have to physically go into a building or into a office?
I think I'd have to physically be there.
So there's a lot going on here because one, it's very difficult to find jobs right now, and you are not alone in this situation. And then you add on top of it that you don't want to be, not that you need to be, but you feel that if you're up front with your pregnancy, then they won't hire you based on the fact that in another 4 months you're going to be gone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a hard spot to be in. I don't know if you, I don't know what kind of options you have, just simply given what the market is like right now. I don't know, like, if you're in a position to even start turning opportunity down based on anything. Like, have you had offers? Have you had leads? Have you had an interview?
Like lots of interviews. Well, I had a job before, and then I got a job offer, but then the new boss turned out to be like Satan or something. So I left after a week, and so now I feel screwed. And yeah, so I don't know why people aren't hiring. I get a lot of interviews.
When's the last time you worked?
Last month.
And how long did you have that job for?
A week.
A week.
I couldn't stand her.
Okay. So what did you do before that?
I worked at an optometrist's office.
Okay, and how long did you have that job for?
Like 2.5 years.
So you had a good job, steady work. You left because you got sold a bill of goods, and then you found out that your boss was awful, and now you're out of work. Did you call your old job back?
Well, they already hired someone to, replace me. So
Yeah, but did you like call them anyway just to be like, hey, if you have anything else?
actually, you know what? I don't want to go back because some of the people there are crazy.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, okay.
And just to be clear,
You
you're
know,
not.
there's a lot of Karens there, so I don't want to, keep staying. And
But just to be
working with
clear,
Karens.
you're not the problem, right?
Right.
Oh no, I'm awesome.
Okay. Yeah. So we've heard. Okay. So this is tough because it's not like you're looking to just find work. It sounds like you're looking for a specific job, correct? Like the thing that you
I'm looking
do.
for something like I can do for the rest of my life and not have to do this job search thing.
Okay, but like, do you want to do the thing that you do? Like, what were you doing at the optometrist's office?
I was an administrative assistant.
Okay.
And I helped with everyone else.
Okay, so administrative assistant.
So
is
is
that
that-
what you want to do?
No.
No. So what kind of jobs are you applying for then?
Like just back office stuff.
I'm sort of at a loss here because I don't know. There's two things, and one is how do you find a job during COVID, which is, man, if we had the answer to that, we
Share it with everybody. Everyone would have jobs.
We'd share it with everybody, right? And as far as trying to navigate a pregnancy and whether you disclose that or not, and then make it through your probation without anybody letting anybody know, and like that's a whole other level to this.
Yeah. Like when you're applying for a job, you don't have to tell them, like you're not obligated to say, by the way, I'm pregnant, right? Even after they hire you, once they give you that offer letter, you still don't have to say anything. Now, at some point you will, and then it's up to, depending on what the company is and how they operate, whether or not they decide to keep you on after that, right? Like I can't see any company, unless it's happened before and I just don't know, that shortly after somebody starts that they then just say, listen, like this isn't going to work. And like we can't afford, as a company, we can't afford to not have you here when you're on mat leave, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think that the first thing that you have to do is you need to just find somebody who's willing to offer you a job, and then you need to worry about the other thing.
Yeah.
I don't think you can't navigate this. Your options become so minuscule if you're going into this with a long list of things that you will not do, or a long list of things that you are worried about. I think that you just need to talk to somebody and figure out what job is out there, and then start thinking about navigating the world of being pregnant at a new job.
How many places have you applied to?
About 250.
Oh, damn.
Jeez.
Wow. So when you say no one's hiring, literally nobody's hiring.
Yeah. Like I get interviews like 1 or 2 a week, but yeah.
But no offers?
I don't know why.
Or are you turning them down?
Why aren't you offering me? No, I was like, why aren't you offering me a job?
Yeah.
Keep applying.
Yeah.
All right, just keep at that. That's the task right now.
Yeah. Oh, and can I add? Me and my husband were listening to your podcast for like 4 months straight.
Oh.
And so anyone who's like listening, you can actually speed up the playback speed to like 2. So you'll be talking like miles a minute, but then like at least you'll catch up.
Don't do
eventually.
that. Don't do that. That's rude.
Why are you rushing through the podcast for?
Yeah.
Why? Why not? Because I want to catch up to like the latest episode, and then you can listen to like Smooth Clothes Dude and Dream Daddy Roz.
Wow. Okay. Damn. This call took a turn.
It's funny. We were just about to hire you, but you just screwed the interview
you
right
missed
there.
out.
Yeah,
Well,
we
I
missed
think I did a pretty good job.
Yeah, great interview. You nailed this interview.
Good luck, Kathy. Thanks so much for reaching out.
All right. Thanks again. Take care. Bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Yeah, it's Lizzo's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Lizzo.
Yeah.
Lizzo is...
How old's Lizzo?
27 years old.
No.
25 years old.
No, higher.
28 years old.
Higher.
Lizzo's not 30.
You're 33.
Is she really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Liz, no.
Oh, excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, Lizzo.
Lizzo's 33 today. And she's still posting her DMs with Chris Evans.
Are they still going back and
Well,
forth?
here's the thing is that Lizzo is like, somebody said, hey, Lizzo, how's your DMs going with Chris Evans?
Yeah.
And then she reposted the shots that the original shots of the two of them talking.
Yeah.
And
Like when
after,
she like slid in, like trying to shoot a shot and everything?
Yeah, and so she sent him all those emojis, right? And then he wrote her, no shame in the drunk DM. God knows I've done worse on this app, which we all know and we've all seen. And then she responded saying, well, they say you miss 100% of the shots you never take.
True.
And even though I unsent it like a dork, I'm glad you know I exist. And then he said, of course I do. I'm a fan. Keep up the great work. And then he sent something else, but Lizzo was doing this all on TikTok and she covered up with like text and her head and stuff like that, like what he had said, like the rest of their conversation, right? She let fans know that, yes, it's an ongoing thing, but she kept some of the details
I wonder if maybe
a little
he
private.
like gave her his number, not for like getting together, but just like
you can see part of it, right?
As
Why do you
friends?
need somebody's number for it right
I guess
now in
you don't.
2021?
You don't anymore.
They answer your DMs. What do you need somebody's number for?
Maybe he said something like, glad everybody's enjoying this. It's so much fun.
Something like
going
that.
back and forth with you like this.
Yeah, something like that. But he said that he's a big fan, and I think that that's enough for Lizzo. But she's keeping like a little bit of it, like it's not a full flex, right? It's like half
just to
flex.
acknowledge that
It's
it went
half
beyond
flex.
what took place last week,
Yes.
or at least what she told us last week, right?
Yeah. What's the appropriate amount of time to leave somebody seen in a DM? I know we discuss this all the time, but I got something in my inbox that I haven't even opened yet because I don't know how to handle it.
And you read it already?
No, I haven't read it already.
haven't read it?
I haven't, but I know that like I don't want to like really respond to it.
So you know who it's from?
Yeah, of course I know who it's from. So I just left it unread.
And what did you see? Like the first few words?
No.
Of what was written?
No.
Or do you know exactly? Could you already tell? Like you already know what this person is writing you about?
Maury, what is the picture you sent me that you want me to press play on? Is what I'm getting at. What?
That was an Instagram story. It's gone now, bae.
Oh, well, you sent it to me. Why did you send it in one of those photos that disappears?
No, because when I posted this, can you hear me? When I posted the story, I sent it to my story and you.
Why?
So it goes in both directions, your house and the world.
But why?
Why not?
But why though?
But I don't think you heard me. Why not?
No, why though? Why do you send me? Why when you post a story do you also send it to me as a DM?
No, because I sent it to my story, and if I send it also to you, it goes to your inbox. There's no other place for it to go.
He's asking why are you sending it to him?
So
though?
yeah, so if you look on my phone, right, like Maury's still in bold because I haven't read it yet, right?
Oh.
And this was 4 days ago.
Yeah, but if you open it now, it's just going to say that the story's disappeared.
Oh, thank
like it's telling you
God.
there.
Thank God. Oh, no, it's there. It's there. It's
Oh.
right. Oh, God, now I opened it. Ah,
sorry.
Jerk. You guys both promised me that it was going to be gone. It wasn't gone.
My bad.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
You see the story about this woman that found out she had a 21-year-old felony charge on a record for not returning a VHS back to the store in 1999
What?
of Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Hold on. What? A felony charge?
Yeah.
How does that even happen, though?
I don't know. But her name is Karen McBride.
Yeah.
And here, listen to her tell the story.
Wait.
And then we can come back and discuss.
The first thing she told me was felony embezzlement. So I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Actually, I had lived with a young man. This was over 20 years ago. He had two daughters that were 8, 10, 11 years old. And I'm thinking he went and got it and didn't take it back or something. I don't know. I have never watched that show in my entire life. Just not my cup of tea. I mean, I didn't try to deceive anyone over Samantha Teenage Witch.
First of all, she called it Samantha the Teenage Witch.
No, it's her cousin.
And isn't that exactly what somebody would do who's trying to claim innocence, right?
Yeah, you fake like you don't know what it is.
Yeah. Like what is this? I've never watched Star Wars ever. You know what I mean? You know, people do that,
Yeah.
right? Like, nah, come on. Samantha, the teenage witch. So it was felony embezzlement, and I don't know how you get that charge. I'm no legal expert,
Like, I'm trying to
but I don't know how you get a felony
backtrack.
embezzlement charge from.
So would it be like the video store that she rented it? Allegedly rented it?
Yeah,
from?
like I
Like
don't.
they would reach out to someone and say,
but normally
somebody stole.
Normally in those situations, right? You would not return the movie. Then they would possibly charge your credit card. For the outstanding rental fees, and then maybe it would get escalated to where they would charge you to replace the film, and then if you canceled your credit card, it would then go on to creditors. But I don't know how you then get a felony embezzlement charge from a simple credit issue.
Did it go that far though?
I don't
You
know.
think?
She
And then
said
once the
that
creditors,
she was told that she has a felony.
No, but once it got to the
embezzlement charge.
creditors, and if the creditors can't get a hold of you,
I don't know. I'm
Then
no
it goes to
expert.
the
Maury,
police?
come in here for a second. Explain how creditors get a hold of you. I haven't had a creditor call me in I don't even know how many years. Many. You had one on Friday. What do they want this time?
no.
I had one on Friday. Oddly, you bring it up. I had one on
It's
Friday.
just so funny you asked that.
Why, what were they calling for on Friday?
It was a late fee or a late charge for my credit card.
Your credit card.
Yeah.
So wait, so you had a creditor call you, or you had the credit card company call you?
Credit card company.
Oh, the credit card company called you. Okay, so they're not going to ding your credit unless you skip another one.
No,
And
no,
then
no.
Yo, how many
and then
times have
it'll go
you?
down.
Because
I remember once sitting in the
you-
lobby of a creditor company with all the paperwork waiting to meet with somebody once.
When you have to go visit the creditors,
Yeah.
you've done something
I dressed
wrong.
nicely that
You've
day.
done something wrong, man.
Wow.
Yeah, when the creditors call you and then you're like, we should just meet. Like nobody has ever done that
bring
before.
your paperwork. Yeah.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
How are you, Troy? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi,
What's up, dude? How old are you?
9.
9. So, what's on your mind? What's the big reason that you're reaching out to Roz and Mocha?
I'm starting a Twitch channel and I need advice on how to make it awesome like your show.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. You want a Twitch channel that is, like, have you started this yet or no?
Yeah, I started it.
Okay, and now, so what do you think, when you say you want it to be awesome, like the Roz and Mocha Show, what does that mean to you? Like, what makes something awesome?
Like funny
Gotcha.
and does things like every day.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something, Troy. You have come to the exact right place looking for advice on a Twitch channel.
Wait a minute, Troy. I have a question for you. Do your parents know? Because you're 9 years old. Do your parents know that you're starting up, or that you have started up a Twitch channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Question 1. What is Twitch?
Come on, man.
It's a streaming service that gamers
Yeah.
can stream them gaming and people can donate to them
Okay.
and stuff.
Now, so you want people to donate to you?
No, I just want more people to watch.
You want people to watch. Okay, so you go on this, like a website, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you play, like, what games?
Fortnite and Minecraft.
Okay. And then what? People just log on and then they watch you play? And then as you're playing, what do you do? Like, you talk to them?
Yeah, I can talk to them.
Okay.
They can write in the chat.
Okay. And who are these people? Are these people friends or are they strangers?
They can be friends and strangers.
Okay.
Well, you're 9 years old. Are your parents monitoring the channel right now?
I don't think so.
Oh. No,
'cause
but
you
not
don't
like right now, but like while you're on playing. Do your parents monitor what you're doing?
No.
No. Okay, cool.
I mean,
Seems
in
like-
all,
seems
in all
like-
honesty, Troy, they should be. Like, for me at least, I wouldn't feel comfortable knowing that a 9-year-old is streaming his video games online and then having, like, a complete stranger who's an adult on there and maybe the potential of saying some things that you shouldn't be hearing at 9 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, he's playing Fortnite, Mocha. Okay.
But still.
I know. Seems like you got your parents wrapped around your finger. Congratulations on that. So I will say this. Like, are you worried that you won't have anything to say, or are you worried that you're not going to be funny, or like, what are you worried about?
I'm worried like I wouldn't have anything to say.
Okay. What do people do? Like, do you just like talk about the game and how good you are, or do you talk about other things besides the game? Like, are you supposed to entertain people?
They can ask me what my favorite game is.
Yeah.
And talk to me and ask me what my favorite food is.
Okay. Now I'm starting to get nervous. You need to not let strangers watch you play video games, man.
Okay.
You need to not do that. You can go on, if you got another 9-year-old friend or a couple guys at school who, you guys all hang out with and you all get together and log on to Twitch and you play. That's fine, when it's kids and it's kids your parents know, that kind of thing. But you can't have a public channel, man.
Yeah, you got to make your Twitch channel private and only accept people that you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that the best thing, you got to see some of the folks that you watch on Twitch and see what kind of engagement they have with people who are watching them game, right? You're going to talk to your friends about maybe strategy behind what it is you're creating in Minecraft or what you're doing in Fortnite, and maybe ask for advice how you could make something else or clear the next level or talk to them about their gameplay. Just casual conversation with people only that you know, Troy.
Okay.
I think that you can, when you're just starting out at something like this, I think what most people do, whether you want to be a comic or whether you want to be a gamer or a YouTuber or whatever it is, you know what kind of stuff you like to watch, right? You have your favorite channels that you like to watch and you have your favorite Twitch stars that you like to watch. I would figure out why it is you like them and what attracts you to the way that they Twitch. I don't know. They use Twitch, maybe. I don't know how you say it. You figure out what it is that you find entertaining about that and sort of do a version of that. And as you're doing a version of that, what you're eventually going to do is you're going to build your own little style, right? You're going to get comfortable. And then all of a sudden you won't be sort of, copying somebody else. You're just going to be you. But you have to sort of just, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Don't try and be, you're not going to be a superstar out of the gate. So don't be discouraged when you sit there for long stretches of time with nothing to say. That's normal.
Okay.
Okay?
And only with people you know, Troy.
Okay.
Repeat that back.
Only with people I know.
Are you lying right now? You're going to be truthful with us.
Truthful.
Okay, bro. Okay. We worry about kids like you, okay?
And you know what? Honestly, I think you should tell your folks that you're starting up a Twitch channel.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you told your parents yet?
Yeah.
You did? Oh, okay.
Are you lying to us right now?
No.
No.
What did they say when you told them that you're going to start your own Twitch?
I honestly forgot what they said.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
I bet they don't even know what Twitch is.
No,
They don't know, do they?
Troy, you're a kid. Have fun, but just be careful for us, okay?
Okay.
Okay, brother.
All right, buddy. You take care.
Okay, bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah, man.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
All Academy Awards last night. What a boring show, man. They had the longest of all the shows to be able to get their stuff together, and
no performances, which is kind of weird.
No, it was weird. There was no movie clips. There's no nothing. One of the highlights, though, was Best Supporting Actress winner Yoon Ye-jung, and she won for Minari, and Brad Pitt presented her with the award.
Yeah,
Brad Pitt produced Minari.
Oh, did
his
he really?
production company?
Didn't even know that.
So it makes much more sense to know that when you hear the beginning of her acceptance speech.
Oh, okay.
And the Oscar goes to Je Jung-yoon.
Mr. Pitt, finally. Nice to meet you. Where were you while we were filming?
No.
It's very honored to meet you.
Oh, no. Where were you? Oh, no.
And he's standing there. He's like, that's awkward.
Yeah, where were you during filming?
Yeah. But of course she was on stage, and then they had a moment afterwards when she did walk off. And then she goes backstage and she's doing her virtual press run at the backstage location at the Academy Awards. And everybody just wants to know more about Brad Pitt. Listen to this question.
We saw you guys have a conversation as you walked off stage. So I have to ask you, what did you guys talk about and what did he smell like?
What did he smell like?
I didn't smell him. I'm not dog.
I'm not a dog.
I didn't smell him.
Yo, you're a real one. I love it. I didn't smell. I'm not a dog, you idiot.
So good. She's awesome, though.
Does Brad Pitt, other than like acclaim for the movie, right?
Yes.
Because the movie won the bunch of awards last night.
Right,
does
right,
Brad
right,
Pitt,
right,
does he, do they make any, like do production companies or the movie companies, anything like that, do they make money off of
God, yeah.
a win?
Oh, God. Like, that's their movie.
No, I know, but like, is there like financial gain because the movie wins?
Well, no, there would be no financial. I mean, obviously, there's financial gain because more people are going to go see your movie.
Other than that,
but not when you're the head of the sort of production company. The financial gain happens when, like, some directors have it in their contract that they're going to make X amount of money to direct this film.
Yeah.
If it gets nominated for an Academy Award, they may get a bonus. If it wins an Academy Award, they may get a bonus. But somebody who's the producer of a film, unless you're dealing with, I don't know if they partner with a studio for this. I don't know who distributed it or not. But no, Brad Pitt would be at the top. Like if it's his production company, he's not entitled to a bonus.
Yeah.
They just make the money.
But where were you?
Yeah, where were you? Nice to meet you, Brad Pitt. Where were you while we were filming?
He's like, I was counting all the funds.
That's so great. Daniel Kaluuya.
Yo, this is amazing.
Right out of the gate too. This guy's the best. So he goes on stage, and we knew that going into Oscar night that they were going to give people more time to talk.
Yeah.
And it really worked out well last night in some parts. Really was a disaster in other parts. But Daniel Kaluuya, it looked like they actually gave him too much time where he just started talking nonsense.
And I'm going to get back to work Tuesday morning because tonight I'm going up. We're going up, you know what I mean? We're enjoying ourselves tonight because we've got to celebrate life, man. We're breathing, we're walking, it's incredible. It's incredible. Like, it's incredible. My mum met my dad, they had sex. It's amazing. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know what I mean? So, I'm so happy to be alive.
And then they cut to his mom.
That music should have been playing.
They cut to his mom and sister. His sister was like mortified. I don't even think his mom, like when they cut to her, she didn't it didn't register exactly what he said until like a few seconds later, right?
So Daniel Kaluuya backstage after that big win, everybody wanted to know more about this.
I love the fact that you also, casually dropped the fact that, the situation of your parents' sex life on the Oscar stage, making sure that your Oscar speech lives on in infamy.
Is that going to live on? I think that's pretty obvious that all our parents had sex, but maybe that's me. What's going on? It just came out of my mouth. I know my mom's probably going to text me some stuff about that, but well, here we are.
Daniel, have you had a chance to talk to your mom yet? Has she texted
you
yet?
Bro. No, I'm going to avoid my phone for a bit, mate. Trust me. I'm going to avoid my phone for a bit. I think my mom's not going to be very happy. But she's going to be cool. She's going to be cool. No, she's going to be cool. She's just like, she knows, she's got a sense of humor. So we give it to each other. So it's cool.
Yo, big night for him too. What was it, like 6 awards he won, right?
Yeah, so great.
That's incredible. And the one thing that I did not miss at the Oscars last night.
Which was?
And they were changing it all up, right? I didn't miss the orchestra.
Oh, no, you didn't?
No.
I
didn't miss it at all.
No, I don't know.
I didn't even realize that the orchestra wasn't there.
Yeah.
Until like way late. I was like, oh yeah, they don't normally they have the orchestra like start playing.
Yeah. I
know they gave like all the people extra time, but like at some point the orchestra would have come in.
You just can't let people talk until they run out of things to say, though.
Absolutely
That's
not.
no way to run a show.
You're going too long when you start like, what else am I going to talk about? Oh yeah, my mom and dad had sex so they can have me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So wild.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Things that were not Academy Awards over the weekend. I guess Tyrese was grooming his girlfriend on IG.
Bruh, don't go looking at that video.
And a guy broke his whole leg in half at the UFC. See that video?
No.
Oh my God, find it for him now. Somebody.
I don't want to see
Get it
it
on your phone.
Who broke his leg?
I don't know. Weidman, something like that? Chris Weidman?
Chris
Is that the
Weidman?
guy? Is
He
that
broke
guy
his
who it was?
leg?
In half. It was one of those guys where he kicked another guy in the leg.
Yeah.
And the whole leg broke in half.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Find it on your phone for him, Sean.
I don't wanna see
and
it.
then hand him your phone.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, you
Why
do.
don't want to see that?
What? Well, because we're talking about it. You need to know, man. Sorry, bro.
Are you texting it to me?
No, just show it to him. We've seen this before when oh my God. Sham, don't react like that when I need him to see it, damn it. Okay, just show him the phone.
Let me see.
Just show him
Hold it
the
up.
phone.
Let me
Just
see
show
it.
him the phone. Show him the phone. Ready?
me see. Let me
Ready?
see.
Watch this. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay. That doesn't look
Okay. No.
Oh my God! Yo, his leg.
In half.
Oh my
the man,
God, his leg looks like a banana.
Yeah, look at watch again. Ready? And watch the kick. Watch the kick. Oh! Okay, yeah.
Yo, legit. That guy's leg looks like this banana right
Yeah,
here.
but only in the shin.
Yeah.
In the shin.
It's just his shin looks
Yeah.
like this banana. Oh my God.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Some Canadian travelers are heading back into Canada in a way that has them avoiding the mandatory 2-week hotel quarantine.
Ooh, scam.
And that is coming in from Buffalo or Niagara Falls, USA, into Ontario. They're saying that U.S. taxi and limo services are reporting an absolute boom in business from customers looking to get into Canada because you only have to do the 3-day hotel quarantine if you're coming in by air. You don't have to do it if you're coming in by car.
Oh, pro tip.
So a company called 716 Limo in Buffalo says that it's now doing more business driving Canadians to their homes in Ontario than they're doing with their U.S. clients.
Well, how are they getting into the States? Same through taxi?
Sure, you can.
Are they coming back?
Taxi or whatever, or you fly, right? Because you don't have to quarantine there. I don't think.
Oh, I
right?
guess, yeah.
And then you just take they take a limo back. It's about what they say it was, $250.
Oh my God.
Which, when you compare that to a 3-day hotel stay, though, $250 is
Way
worth
cheaper.
it, right? You ever taken a limo to? You ever taken a taxi or anything like that to
across the border?
To Niagara Falls.
Never.
I did. We did one there and back.
No.
Yeah.
And how much was it?
Oh, back in the day, it was like, I think it was like $150 each way.
Oh, wow.
But we went there. We took oh my God, this is how much I used. I was like Maury with my money back in the day. I swear to God, I was always broken. I had no idea why. And then I was like, what did we do last week? And I'm like, right. We took a taxi from Toronto to the casino in Niagara.
So hour and a half.
Gambled all night.
Yeah.
Then took a cab home.
But did you win that night?
No.
Obviously not. Yeah. But then, duh, how are you going to get home?
Right?
The same way you got there.
Yeah, you got to take a cab home.
Yeah, you're not going to.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Hitchhike?
Yeah, no.
Wow.
And that ride home hurts too.
Yeah, of course.
When you put up a loss at a casino and then you got to take a cab home, man, that meter, every time it flips, it's like somebody punches you in the face.
I know.
Right?
You're better off just not looking.
Oh, but you can't. And
So
then
hold on. So people are
they're
coming. Canadians are
Yes.
coming in from the States using
Right.
a taxi service.
Yes. So I imagine part of the hustle is you maybe drive across, or maybe I don't know. I don't know what people are doing, but I imagine if you are somewhere, like even on vacation, you want to go somewhere, right? You want to go to Mexico, you want to whatever. You get a flight back from, say, Barbados to Buffalo, and then you land in Buffalo.
Oh, and then just cab it back.
And then you cab it over the border, and then that way you don't have to do the 3-day hotel quarantine.
Huh.
Right. I think that's got to be the hustle. Has to be the hustle. Otherwise, if you drove there, you would have your own car to drive back home.
You know what would suck though?
What's
As a
that?
cab driver,
Yeah.
is you get paid for that fare. Let's say from the airport to
Yeah.
a person's home.
Yeah.
At some point, you got to cross back the border. No one's calling you from on this side of
No,
the border.
no, I know.
To ask you to go back.
Yeah.
Right.
They'll
Like,
char-
is
they'll-
it even worth it?
They'll charge you a pure premium.
When you cross the border, do you then get to just pay in Canadian?
No,
absolutely not.
No. Yeah, you'd get. Yeah, it's an interesting question.
I'd be
though.
like, well, that's $10.
I know.
Here's $10.
Yeah. But I would.
But the trip originated
Yes.
in the States.
Yeah. God, try and argue that one, right? But we're in Brampton. Right. Yeah. I wonder what you would do at that point. Like, do you pay? Like, interesting. I don't know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So, according to reports and Anthony Hopkins' own rep, apparently they pleaded with the producers of the Academy Awards to allow Anthony Hopkins to appear via Zoom. And as we knew going into this, they had a no Zoom policy. But because Anthony Hopkins was in Wales, he's old. He can't travel. COVID restrictions, everything else. I guess he couldn't get to a place that they would want him to go and shoot. So
to do like a satellite feed?
Yeah.
Because they had satellite feeds for other people, right?
Yeah. But they apparently pleaded with the Academy Awards producers and were told no.
Wow.
This was also confirmed by the New York Times, who clarified that Hopkins did ask and was flat out turned down. This after, of course, the Academy Awards on Sunday night were the lowest rated Academy Awards in history.
Oh, no. Were they really?
Not only that, but they were down. Last year's was the lowest Academy Awards ever. This year's was down almost 60% from last year's.
What?
This is like the first Academy Awards ever that didn't break 10 million viewers. Like it was an absolute disaster.
And they really tried to change it up.
Yeah. Now, that said, Chadwick Boseman's brother, Derek, was speaking out after I guess what a lot of people were calling a snub of the Best Actor award that did, in fact, go to Anthony Hopkins. Chadwick's family have insisted that they are not upset despite the controversy surrounding the decision. Talking to TMZ, Derek said that he, quote, doesn't view Chadwick not winning an Oscar for Best Actor as a snub because every nominated actor was excellent and deserving of that award. He goes on to say that they are not upset or agitated whatsoever that Chadwick's name wasn't called at the end of the Oscar ceremony.
Oh, classy.
So, and then the Academy Awards said that the show was not supposed to end with somebody not standing there giving a speech. So they, I guess nobody thought Anthony.
Well,
Hopkins
Anthony
was gonna
Hopkins
win
wasn't
that.
there.
Yeah. Could have been via Zoom.
Yeah.
But they said no. Who says no to Anthony Hopkins?
I know.
Anthony Hopkins wants to show up at your show for one of the biggest awards of the night. You say no because it's on Zoom?
Like, that's real petty.
Like,
whoever said no, like,
bruh.
Fired.
Bruh. That's
Right?
like, yeah, fired.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, so they finally sold that pair of Nike Air Yeezy 1s. Remember, this was a story that came out a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And the starting bids, I think they were going to start at $1 million because these were the exact ones that he wore at the 2008 Grammys. And previously, the highest anybody had ever paid for a pair of running shoes was $615,000. These were for the 1985 Nike Air Jordan 1s that Jordan wore during a preseason game in Italy. So the Kanye shoes, brokered by Sotheby's, just sold for $1.8 million.
What? Who bought them?
Don't know.
Does Kanye make any money off of that?
Yeah, they're
He
his
has to.
shoes.
They're his, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
now, what he does with that money, I don't
1.8.
know.
That's crazy.
1.8. I think they're a size 12 too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which
means you'd have to put tissue paper in the toe.
Shut up.
What?
Why do you have to say that?
Why? Because you're looking at them like maybe you missed out on something, and I'm just letting you know that
I
your
don't
feet.
have $1.2 million to spend on
I
sneakers.
know, but if you did, I'm just saying don't. Because
Okay.
your feet are too small.
Not that small.
Well, like what? What are
like
you?
just under
what the
Yeezys are.
Just under what?
Just under huge.
Just under what?
Just under huge.
Yeah?
Yo, next story.
Okay. You're like almost huge and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah? Not
Pretty
quite
much.
huge? Yeah?
Listen.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't have $1.2 million to buy the Yeezys.
1.8.
Or 1.8.
1.8.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul are in fact fighting.
Nah.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is that. Wait, is it Logan Paul that wanted to fight Mayweather, or was it his brother?
No, so Jake Paul wanted to fight Conor McGregor.
Okay.
Right?
So both the Paul boys are...
Jake Paul's the one that keeps doing those dumb pay-per-views with all the singing and nonsense and stuff like this,
But
right?
they both want to be fighters.
Yes.
Idiots.
Yes.
All right.
And so Logan Paul is now fighting Floyd Mayweather. It's an exhibition fight on Sunday, June 6th. I've heard 2 dates, Sunday, June 6th or Saturday, June 5th. Don't know which one it exactly is going to land on. At the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. In the U.S., it'll be a Showtime pay-per-view and then on regular pay-per-view around the world. But this is going to be a massive payday. What's that?
June 6th.
Yeah, I know. But I'm seeing 5th other places too, though.
On their Instagram, it's
Yeah.
June 6th.
But yeah, so that's all happening. And then Logan Paul took the poster of the two of them together, standing together, the one that they had marked up,
Yeah.
where it was like they were sort of facing each other. And then he photoshopped it to scale. And then what he did was he made himself super tall. And then you can only see the top of Floyd Mayweather's head on the other side.
Don't do that.
And then a fan posted a picture of Floyd Mayweather standing at a table with his 21 championship belts and also wrote to scale.
You're about to get your ass whooped.
Yeah, but I think that the rules is that Mayweather has to come in because it's an exhibition.
Yeah.
So I think they were saying that Mayweather has to come in at 160.
Okay.
And Logan Paul can't come in heavier than 190.
Oh, wow.
Like there's a big difference in size between
Mayweather will
these two
still
guys.
whoop his ass.
Yeah. I don't know.
Why don't
man.
Logan and Jake just fight each other?
Please. Brother versus brother?
Yeah.
No way. No chance.
Come on,
and,
man.
And ruin the brand? Nobody wants to see that. People only want to see other people punch the Logan brothers in the face.
No,
nobody wants to see. No.
At some point, one of them is going to get a little bit more shine
Yeah.
than the other, and then the one that feels disrespected
Right.
is going to want to step up and challenge. It happened with Hogan and Andre.
Well, but here's the thing is that, and I don't want to get too inside boxing, but remember Hayden Panettiere, right?
Yeah.
Her ex-husband was one of the Klitschko brothers, and there was Vitaly and Vladimir Klitschko.
Yeah.
And they were both in their prime boxing champions at the same time.
Both monsters.
And everybody was like, fight. And they never did.
Yeah.
Right?
They're like, we love each other too much. We're
we
brothers.
love each other. Yeah, but people want to see the Logan brothers get punched in the face,
Oh,
like
absolutely.
smashed in the face. But I don't think people have a whole lot of interest in watching them smash each other in the face. It needs to come from somebody who truly hates them, right? It needs to come from somebody that they've tormented to the point of where they just couldn't say no anymore, and then they get into a ring and they smash them in the face. That's what people want to see.
Have they announced how much Mayweather's making for this fight?
Oh, it's going to be, I don't know, 100 million?
Has to be, right?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like profit sharing, everything else. Like Mayweather's going to wind up making like at least 100 million.
This is just sparring for him. A sparring session.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's
Easy
all.
money.
It's no big deal at all.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
Hi, Dana. How are you? It's Roz and Mocha. Welcome to Ask Roz and Mocha.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
Really great.
We're all doing good. What's your question for the room?
So my question is for Maury. If he was straight and single, would he rather date Jenna or Catherine?
Great question.
So yes, great question. I'm happy to not be involved in one of these hypotheticals for the first time ever. Maury, have you ever thought about this?
I have.
You have.
I have an answer.
In what way? Like, so give me, talk us through the process here of like the times before this when you have thought about it. What's triggered those sort of thoughts?
If this question ever came up, what would my answer be?
Really?
Oh, wow.
Really? Just so
I'm prepared. Like I like to have these little note cards.
You were literally not preprepared for anything else in life. This you're prepared for?
This I'm prepared for.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so this is the first. This is awesome. So the question again was, if Maury were straight, would he rather date
and single?
Right, correct.
I mean, not necessarily.
Right.
Never stopped him before.
Oh,
wow! You listen to this show.
Good one.
Okay.
I like you, Dana.
Okay. Would you rather date my Catherine or Mocha's Jenna? So Maury, go with your answer.
Okay, so I'll say the answer first, then we'll go backwards. So the
Yes.
answer is Jenna.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
Jenna and I would have a lot more in common. You know, she'll eat whatever. She's super fun. Like she's not worried about like what food. Like she's not worried about foods, or she's not. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like Jenna and I would have a lot more fun together.
Huh?
Because of food. Okay. Yeah. What do you know about Jenna's diet? What do you know about what she eats?
I follow her on Instagram. Oh, also, Jenna follows me on Instagram and Catherine does not.
Okay, so that's really why.
Because of Instagram?
Yeah, that's really why.
Do you know what she eats?
I follow all the time. I know she makes green drinks and stuff, but there are often times where she makes super awesome breakfasts and tells me everything that's on the plate with text.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
Okay.
she makes sausage. Like
I
your
would
breakfast
say-
yesterday. I was jealous because Mocha got to eat what she made
You
for
want to be
brunch.
living Mocha's life.
I really would
Right.
love that.
But I will say this to you, Dammit Maury. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
But
do I get the house?
Jenna's eating, right, her health restrictions are more in line with what Catherine eats and some of her health or food restrictions daily.
Well, that changes everything.
Okay. So
like
now
Jenna and Catherine are more in sync with what they can and cannot eat than
I've
what
partied
you
with
think.
Jenna when she was like, not a mom and like.
So what's that supposed to mean?
Like she was so fun. I've never partied with Catherine. I
So
don't
what? You
know.
want to be with her because she's boring and makes eggs in the morning?
yes, because she'll make you sausages in the morning. Now, Maury, when you were talking about how you guys would, like your decision was just based solely on food, like you don't. It's not even that you want to sit there and eat the same thing with her. What you just want her to cook those things for you.
And I don't want her. I don't want somebody that's going to be like, you really shouldn't eat that. That you shouldn't go down.
Okay, but
that
what
road.
about the other things that may happen when you are in a coupled relationship? So let's say the food thing, right? So let's go through categories here. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way, okay?
Yo, no joke. Maury is looking hella nervous right now. He's like, what's this guy going to ask me?
No. I think that we should do I think that the only way to determine this.
Oddly,
right?
I feel like Mocha's upset that I picked Jenna. Like, you're worried I'm going to steal her away from you.
Okay, no.
Oh God, one of those. Okay, so food goes to Jenna. You say
Food goes
right?
to Jenna,
Okay.
1000%.
Okay, now in relationships, oftentimes you will have to go somewhere. I don't know, like you're at a wedding. Let's say, who would you rather dance with? Who do you think would be a better dance partner?
Jenna, I've seen her dance. She's fantastic.
Okay, Jenna gets dancing.
I think
as
I've
well.
danced with Jenna.
Jenna gets dancing as well. Okay, who do you think would be a sort of better person to just kick it on a Sunday with?
Catherine.
Okay. So Catherine gets Sundays. Why is that? Because Jenna has a 4-year-old?
No, Catherine seems a little bit more.
She's a little busy.
A little busy? Makes it relaxing a bit.
Catherine
tough?
seems more like, open a book, chill. There's a breeze. Wherever Catherine goes, there's
so
a
you
breeze.
say my wife
Okay.
she doesn't read?
No, Catherine's
I'm
breezy.
just kidding.
Okay. Your other interests that you have, Maury, like sitting down over a drink to discuss your love of art.
Catherine.
Okay. We got a tie
I feel like
here,
Jenna would
gentlemen.
get bored of me talking about art.
Okay. So sorry. Okay,
Or just in general, I don't know.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
She's still there?
Okay. What about sex?
Catherine.
Oh, really? Wow.
Catherine
You see how
looks-
Maury bit? Yeah, you didn't notice. You didn't know. He said the name. He said Catherine, and then he bit his lip right away.
Yeah. Okay. Why?
Catherine, for as far as I guess that she's somebody I'm more attracted to.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now do you feel dissed?
Wow. Yeah. So my wife.
He wants to go dancing and eat with. Jenna.
No, he doesn't want to eat with Jenna. He wants
Right.
Jenna to cook him a meal.
Thank you. So
All right?
he wants to eat. He wants to eat Jenna's food and then go
Yes.
dancing with her.
Right.
But then he wants to come home and talk about art and have sex with Catherine.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So what is it? You're kind of looking for a mom
Okay.
then?
What about a weekend away, like a getaway to
Jenna.
Jenna? Okay. Weekend getaway. We got a tie here. What's going to be the
really?
what's the determining tiebreaker here? So we got food.
What are we missing here,
food-
Dana?
Okay, we got food, dancing, and weekend getaways with Jenna. We got casual Sundays, art talk, and sex with Catherine. What's going to be the deciding factor?
Who would get along better with his family?
Oh, good
one.
Jenna.
Who would Matthew be more jealous with if you dumped him for her?
Jenna.
Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna put hurt Matthew in that column. So it looks like Jenna. Jenna's got food, not necessarily eating together, but again cooking for Maury. Dancing, weekend getaways, gets along better with your family, and it would hurt Matthew more if you wound up with Jenna. Catherine has lazy Sundays, art talk, and sex. So really, dating Jenna would just be like dating Matthew.
Well, there you go. Look, I'm predictable.
All the fun stuff's on the other side of the column.
Oh,
my
Dana, that
God.
was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Have a wicked day.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye.
All right, later. Mary said here, if you could only dance and not walk, what style of dance would you choose? Like, you'd have to ballroom or ballet dance everywhere.
Oh, I would Vogue my way.
But what do you do with your feet while you're voguing, though?
Well, because in voguing, there's a lot of walking anyway, right? So you're doing this, but as you're doing it, you're going down, right? So it's walking because you're in the ballroom and you're going towards the stage.
Like walking lunges, it looked like you were doing just now.
So because you in ballroom back in the 80s, 70s and 80s when they did voguing, you're walking towards the judges.
You're sort of like strutting, right?
But imagine, so you have to do that like everywhere, though.
Everywhere, those arms flailing around.
Yeah, you have
like
to do that. You have to do that at a grocery store.
Also,
right?
I was just going to say, imagine doing that. Everything that you were just doing with your Vogue hands, right? Now imagine doing that, okay, with 2 Longos bags in your hands.
You know what I was gonna say?
Groceries everywhere.
Could you imagine when we get back to normal, right?
Yeah.
God forbid, like Maury has to go to a funeral.
Yes.
Right? And you're approaching the grieving family.
Yeah.
You have to go up to them while voguing.
If you're a pallbearer.
To be like, I'm
Right?
sorry for your loss.
Also, you could never be the guy that picks up coffee anymore.
Here's an empty cup.
Right? I was trying to think of this. I was trying to think of as soon as you said this, I immediately thought the opposite of Maury. I was like, what is a style of dance that doesn't really involve the hands, so you could still do things with your hands? And the only one I could come up with was line dancing. Because line dancing, you just hold your belt buckle, right?
No,
but
I
that
know, but
could
you-
be a coffee or a bag or anything.
Yeah, but you also have to go forward,
Side
backwards.
to
You have to go
side.
side to side.
I know.
You have to go around in a
Spin.
circle.
I know. Yeah.
What about like the disco dance that they did at the beginning of Saturday Night Fever, where John Travolta was walking with paint cans? That's
that's called strutting.
Yeah,
that's
he was
not
just
dancing.
strutting. He wasn't
Strutting's
doing
not dancing?
No,
Okay.
strutting ain't dancing.
See, for me, it would have to be something minimalist. Like a 2-step, like a basic 2-step.
Right.
Right? Because it's not too extravagant. It's still kind of dancing.
But there's no dancing that just takes you.
Yes, river dance.
No, but that's stationary though.
No, they move around the stage and their arms are right beside
yeah,
you.
but your legs are still flailing all over the place.
Yeah. Like, okay, so because I'm trying line dancing, I'm thinking of line dancing the wrong way. Let me rephrase this. Okay, so think line dancing. Okay, but instead of, because I'm thinking myself, like I'm standing in the aisle of a grocery store and I'm facing down the aisle. Line dancing would be very difficult, but I think the only way that I could do it is if I turned sideways and I entered everything from the side, where I could line dance my way down. And if I'm in the grocery store, I have to do like the full spin and turn around and put something in my cart on that side and kick my boot up and tap my heel, and then I'm on my way. But my hands are free, right? My hands are free when you're line dancing, and line dancing doesn't require a partner, and it's sort of like, you can pull that off. I'm trying to think of any other, whether it's side to side or forward and back. I'm trying to think of another dance style that just takes you in a single direction. It's difficult.
The Rockettes walk in a single direction. Their legs just go up and down. That could work.
No, but even still, that's very inconvenient.
That's very inconvenient. You can't walk. You can't walk into like a pediatrician's office,
swing your legs up and down like that.
Rocket kicking with children everywhere. Right?
Yeah, you have to knock everybody out.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Right? You can't get up from a table and go pee in a restaurant and rocket kick your way there.
Okay, Megan has a question for
imagine
me.
getting up from a massage table.
Oh, no. And line dance out?
You have to line dance or rocket your way out of there?
Or Vogue.
That towel's not staying on anywhere, and you're going to apologize for everything.
This is a great follow-up question. Megan wants to know, she says, Mocha, my office roommate wants to know why you laugh at everything. First of all, tell your roommate, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Because I find things funny. What's wrong with laughing?
Yes.
Jen Taylor says, what song makes you think of summertime? Is there a particular track? I mean, Fresh Prince of Jazzy Jeff, Summertime is like my number one all-time song that will always make me think of summer.
Right.
Or Len.
I was just going to say that.
Oh, Steal My Sunshine.
I was just going to say Steal My Sunshine. And I don't know why, for some weird reason, that stupid song always makes me think about
that's a
always
great
makes me
track.
always makes me think about summer. And I don't even really particularly like that song, but there's another one that came out right around the same time as Len Steal My Sunshine, and it was a song called Drinkin' in LA by Brand Van 3000.
Oh, that's a great song.
Right?
Yeah.
And that song also makes me think of summer, just for some weird, those two songs that came out like 90s, whatever.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Right? Yeah, early 2000s. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Not
Len,
the
Steal My
Brand
Sun-
Van song.
Brand Man 3000?
No.
What you
Yeah,
think?
dude.
Not
That was
2000s.
early
Late
2000s.
90s?
90s. 1,000%
Hold on,
90s.
let me look it up right now. But I'm pretty sure that song is like 2000, 2001.
No.
Brand Van 3000.
Drinking in LA.
Oh, wow. You are right. Brand Van 3000 released their first single, Drinkin' in LA, in February of 1997.
Yeah, 97.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I always thought that was
now
like
do
early 2000s.
and now do Steal My Sunshine.
Oh, guaranteed.
When
that's
was that?
Early 2000s.
That was early 2000s,
Yeah.
right?
Len Steal.
Do you not find it weird that in that music video he's on the bike being all romantic with his sister?
It's only romantic if you see it as romantic, Maury.
Released in 1999.
99.
Mm-hmm.
See? Yeah.
You know what? For some strange reason, I would say Drake in My Feelings. That also reminds me of summertime.
Oh, you went current, huh?
Yeah, that one reminds me of summertime. Anytime I hear
It
that
doesn't
song.
have to be a song about summer. It's just
No,
a song
no,
that
no,
makes
no.
you. There's I can't remember the Sia song, but there's a Sia song that recently, one of her recent hits or whatever, that came out in the summer, and it reminds me
Is
of
it the
being,
one with Sean Paul?
Yes.
Cheap Thrills?
Yeah. And that reminds me, because when I was in LA with Matthew, that song was always on the radio. So now when I hear that, it makes me think of summer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, there's. I'm trying to think of if there's any other current sort of tracks that make me sort of feel like.
Oh, like feeling hot.
No, I said current, Maury. Whenever, you know what I mean? Like this guy. When you're like, I'm wondering, like, what current song? Lionel Richie. No, man, not Lionel.
One Dance by Drake also reminds me of summertime.
Yeah,
as well.
that's another good one.
Okay, here. This is for Roz from Christina. My lawn has been overtaken by tiny purple flowers. Please help.
I don't know, what are they? I don't know what they are.
What if they're beautiful?
I assume she means that they're like weeds. I know.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of them.
So
Hold on.
the problem with weeds, okay, is
I think I have those too in my
it's
backyard.
difficult to give people advice on weeds for your lawn because you quickly find out how particular people are when it comes to things like rules. Because there is no product really that you can buy in Canada that is going to be highly effective on weeds, your purple flowers, your clover, your dandelion, your crabgrass, your quackgrass, your poa, like all of those stuff, your broadleafs. All the stuff that you can buy at a big box store in Canada is garbage. The closest you're going to get is you can buy a product on Amazon called Par 3, and it is something golf courses use it to kill their weeds, but it's a liquid. So then you need a way of figure out how to tank mix it and spray it, which is a whole giant thing. But what you want to do is I order all my stuff from the States, and a product like Quinclorac would work. Tenacity probably may work. I don't know. But you got to look around. You got to figure out what the purple flower is first. So identify that. And then you got to go on and look at products, herbicides, that this product is listed as one of the things that it takes care of. And then you have to go and find it. Like you have to go and get it sent to you from the States. And it's a crapshoot when you get stuff sent. Oftentimes it's from like Louisiana or Florida. And sometimes it makes it over the border and sometimes it doesn't. And some of these products can be very expensive. I've had hundreds of dollars worth of product get turned away at the border.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And then what happens?
hundreds of dollars.
Then you lose that money?
They send it back, and then you got to fight to try and get your money back from the company, everything else. I've tracked packages on FedEx before. Where literally it goes Florida, and then you watch the line. You know, they just like they draw the lines, right? It goes Southern Florida, and then it does a big arc line all the way up to Toronto. and then a big arc line taking it all the way back down to Florida.
No.
Yeah, no
like
joke.
Across the border.
Cross the
It was
border.
fine.
Cross the border.
No.
But when you see the line going towards the border, why don't you just go meet it there?
Meet it where?
At the border.
You would not even believe. I've actually tried to find a friend on the inside at FedEx who could help me out.
Really?
Because it's very difficult to get. You ever tried to get a hold of a person at a specific FedEx location?
No.
You can't. There is no way to get a hold of somebody. Like if you know that your FedEx package is at this XX warehouse, at this address, it is impossible to get a hold of a human being at that actual FedEx warehouse.
Because when you call whichever number, it just
central
takes
number.
you straight to.
Yeah. So I tried my hardest. I went on Twitter. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, anybody know anybody at FedEx? Anybody know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I
just get the regular customer
my
service
best.
line.
You get regular customer service, but I wanted to find out. I was like, I needed
When the
somebody.
guy in the truck comes over, bring him coffee
I
and get
know,
to know him.
I know, but
it's never the same
It's
person.
never the same
though.
person. I needed to find somebody who had like a brother who worked there.
Sure.
Where I could just call and say, hey, listen, what's the deal? All of this stuff is totally fine. Somebody's jerking me around and they keep sending my stuff back. What's the deal? But you can't get a hold of anybody.
But what's the reason they're sending it back?
They think that it's illegal to possess.
Oh.
But here's the thing: is that oftentimes the ingredients in these are not. It's just the quantity of and dilution of the ingredients that I'm buying.
I know
right?
somebody at UPS. Does that help?
Well, the problem is when you order something, you don't know who they're. It could be DHL, it could be UPS, it could be FedEx, Purolator, it could be anything, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I would say you got to find it out and then go and look on all the labels of the herbicides that you have available to you and find the exact one that's going to kill it. You can't just start throwing weed killer down on the lawn.
Based on what I'm reading here, the purple weeds, there are listed here as purple deadnet. These are all members of the mint family, it says.
Yeah.
Henbit and Creeping Charlie.
Oh, Creeping Charlie, that's what it is.
Oh, Creeping Charlie?
It's
That's
the
what I
worst.
have in my
It's
backyard.
really
and I have it in
difficult.
multiple spots in my backyard.
Yeah.
I hate because it's one of those weeds where you grab it by the root, right?
Yeah.
But
it's
when
a
you grab
pain
it
in
by the root,
ass.
it's like shoestrings where they spread out like so far that you grab one root and like 12 lines of the weed follow that you pull out, and then the root of it is so long, and it's like almost impossible.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second.
To get rid
You can
of.
go on to the next question if you need to.
Let me read this real quick.
I'm gonna find her a solution.
One of the questions on Google was, what are the purple flower weeds in my yard? And somebody wrote, henbit, an annual winter weed, is a member of the mint family. If you rub the stem of these purple flowers between your fingers, you will find that it has a square-shaped stem and minty smell. This is exactly what I have. Left untreated and unmowed, these weeds can grow 12 inches or taller while producing many purple flowers. Yeah, these are the worst. Oh, Rini has a great question. Does Mocha still have any pasta left over from panic buying last March? So at the beginning of the pandemic, my wife and I panic bought a bunch of like food because we didn't know how long the lockdown was going to be or what the lockdown even really meant for day-to-day living or going out and shopping.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, all the pasta that we ended up buying, long gone. We eat
gone.
pasta like once, maybe twice a week. So that stash that we had, once we knew things were okay and we could still go to the grocery store or get stuff delivered, like those went within the a couple of months. Yeah.
So to go back to that woman's question, you want to look for a herbicide that has, and I'll spell this out for you. So what you want is the active ingredient in it you want is tricloper, I think maybe tricopler. It's triclopyr. That is the active ingredient that you're looking for in whatever herbicide. triclopyr. Okay, and that will take care of your Creeping Charlie problem. But keep in mind, it is not a one and done. This is probably going to take you 3 or 4 times, spaced 5 days in between each time.
For what it's worth, speaking of weeds, my tea that I have every night, lemon balm tea, every tea bag has a nice motivational thing on it, right?
Okay.
And this reminded me of a recent one that I had where it said, a weed is only a weed if you call it a weed.
No, things are definitely classified as weeds.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you think, though.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, how stupid that saying is. Jason says here, when you are driving and about to arrive at an address, do you turn the music/radio volume down so you could find the right house or store?
All the time.
I don't know why that is, but I do that all the time. All the time.
Yeah, when you're lost or when you're trying to park.
Or even when I go in the
whatever it is.
underground at my condo, for some reason I turn it down because I figure, okay, we're in the underground, turn the volume down.
If you're listening to a hot track and you pull into somewhere, do you turn it up?
No, why would I do that?
You don't? So people can hear what you're listening to?
Oh, no.
No, I did that. Yeah, I did that yesterday.
Oh, what were you listening to?
There's something from Flashdance.
Yeah. And you pulled into a place, you wanted everyone to know that you were listening?
I pulled into a friend's place, and it was two dudes outside working on a tractor, and I pulled up listening to Flashdance with my arm out the window.
Did they start like dancing?
No, they didn't even acknowledge it.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. I assume it's like a concentration thing,
I
right?
think so, but it shouldn't matter though, because if you can concentrate enough to do 140 on the 401. Right?
Yeah.
You should be able to concentrate enough with the music on to look at an address. But for some reason, we can't.
Yeah.
We don't, right? Yeah.
Alex.
Although when you put your clicker on, do you also make the sound with your mouth? I do that too.
What?
When you turn left or whatever, I'll start going.
I can't hear mine in my truck. My clicker is very, very faint, and my truck is so loud that I can't even hear
So
it.
you do it with your mouth.
I can't hear it. And how as tall as I am, where my steering wheel sits over my dashboard, there's two things I can't see. Sorry, three things I can't see.
Oh, no.
So my steering wheel blocks out perfectly how much gas I have left.
Yeah.
Okay. The top of my speedometer. So if I'm doing, and that's right around the area of where it's like the 90 to like 120.
Oh,
right?
no.
Okay. So it blocks that area off, and then it also blocks off the two little lights of where my indicators are. So so yeah. So
like,
if
very important information that
yeah,
you need as
exactly.
a driver.
Thank you. So if I leave my left indicator on and I don't make enough of a left turn to turn it off, it will just keep going until I like scooch my head down and I have to look under the steering wheel to see how much gas I have left.
my God.
And check everything else.
And you could be driving like 20 minutes and that blinker.
Is it because you're tall, or is this car just poorly made?
No, I think it's because I'm just the wrong height, right? Like I'm just the wrong height.
Why don't you scooch down?
Scooch?
Like if you scooch a bit down
Like
while
slouch
you
and drive?
Yeah.
Like push your butt all the way down?
Yeah, and just drive
on
like
the
you're
edge?
driving a
No,
bus.
but you know what the problem with that is? His legs are so long that
can't.
if
Yeah, my legs are so
if
long.
he pushes his butt down to the edge of the seat, let's say, then where are his legs going to go?
But what,
His
is
legs
your
have
seat
to-
all the way back?
Yes. My seat is all the way back in everything I've ever sat in.
So what if you sit up more?
Maury, when you used to drive me to work, Maury's car is so small. He drives a Yaris, right?
Yeah.
Maury, when you used to drive to work in the morning, right? If I looked out the window to my right in the passenger seat, I was looking out the back window.
The funniest
I know, Maury
thing,
drives like a car,
right?
Like a clown car.
Yeah, I'm looking out the back window.
The best is if Roz got into the car the morning after Matthew was sitting in that seat, because Matthew likes the seat all the way forward.
Why?
Yeah, like actually like pushed forward, like he's propelling himself. like the seat, like it's not straight up. Like Matthew sits and he likes the seat to be pushed forward.
Yeah.
Where he's like leaning in to it. Like
And
it's
like, what
not
about
even
the back
it's
of the
not
seat?
even
Is it on an
upright.
angle or it's
No,
like straight up?
No, it's an angle pushed forward.
Oh,
Yes, like it's as if he's leaning in. Like that was somehow comfortable for him.
What does he do? Like rest his chest on the dash?
Yeah, I don't know.
Doing some work on a laptop.
Yeah, I don't know, because I would get in some days, and sometimes you get in the car, and then you're like, oh my God, what happened? And then the driver goes, oh my God, sorry, I had to put a box in the back.
Yeah.
Right? And I would get in the car, and I would be leaning, and I would turn to Maury as my face scraped across the dashboard, right? And I would be like, what the hell happened in here? And he was like, oh, Matthew. and I was
like at a 45-degree angle?
No person sits like this in a car, right? It's the wildest thing.
Okay, Alex, we'll end with this question from Alex.
Yeah.
I'm listening to podcast episode number 241. Roz just said how overnight cold fried rice is the best. I totally agree. I do it all the time. That got me thinking. I eat a lot of food cold, right out of the fridge. What about you guys? If so, what are your top three? For me, they're pizza, fried rice, and pasta.
Okay.
I
Good
couldn't
one.
pasta I can't have out of the fridge.
It depends on what kind of pasta, I'll tell you, because if I won't do like a bolaise or anything like that, because that's just too good. You got
Cold ravioli. That's what I'm going to have today.
Yeah, cold ravioli. But if I've done like just a straight up like olive oil herb chicken penne,
Yeah.
and that's in the fridge, and I take it out, I'll eat that cold in a second.
Really?
Or even with
No.
even with sausage in it, I will eat that. I will eat the whole thing cold.
No.
Pizza definitely.
Absolutely.
I
I agree with
am
pizza.
with him. I am with him on pasta, just not all pasta. Chicken fried rice is like it's beautiful coming out of the fridge.
Yep, I can agree with fried rice.
My other favorite,
cold KFC.
KFC.
Yeah, KFC's good.
Chicken wings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If I make chicken wings the night before and there's leftovers,
Uh-huh.
I just go and I get the container and I eat cold chicken wings standing at the counter and just throw the bones in the bin. But yes, KFC is
I
legendary.
almost prefer cold KFC.
We've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
It is I've ordered KFC, had it delivered, put it in the fridge just to eat it the next day.
It's shocking that on Uber Eats you can't click a thing that says, "Do you want it hot or cold?" Like,
right. Yeah. We've had this whole conversation before. We did a whole thing on this. I
don't know.
Yeah. Oh, remember? What was the idea? Maury had for
Coldza.
Cold pizza.
Yes. Yeah. Maury's big pre-COVID plan to get rich was Coldza.
I still think it's great.
Yeah, sure.
Find us on Instagram. We'll post pictures.
What about hot dogs?
Every week. Hot dogs? No,
Like,
I still have to have.
Not out of the Although you could cut the package and eat it right out of the package.
Of course you could. Yeah, they're pre-cooked.
No,
Yeah.
I still want my hot dogs like hot.
Yeah, I like a hot dog
warm,
hot.
right?
Yeah.
Cold
ask
dog.
Roz and
Next
Mocha.
idea.
Cold dog.
Hi, can I have combo one? Cold dog and pop.
Cold dog and a pop? This is the saddest recipe.
I
It's
know.
like, geez, man.
Yeah, big
like,
time.
You would make nobody would pay you for anything
At all. Nothing.
Like at
you would
all.
have zero customers.
Yeah.
The restaurant would be called Cold.
No, like you would just have no customers.
Yeah, 2 weeks later, it'd be like, closed.
Yeah.
At Kiss925 is where you'll find Ask Roz and Mocha. All right, thank you for listening. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm gonna open a restaurant more and just call it room temp milk. Right? Yeah, and I'm gonna try.
So gross.
I'm just gonna compete with everything you do
And
with
just-
as many awful foods as I can
Just
find.
sit back and count the money.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.